Hey, my name is Rap for No Reason, and today we're talking about Varlamore. Well, not exactly. I already have a video out discussing all the upcoming content being released with Varlamore, so check that out to get back in the loop and subscribe to me to stay in the loop. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers and your support would mean the world to me. Anyways, back to the video. Today I wanted to give you guys advice on preparing for Varlamore, but this video is the Ironman edition. If you want to get the normie perspective, check out my other video as these will vary greatly. Each of those videos will give you kind of a very different perspective on things you might want to prioritize, so don't assume that you'll get the same information out of either. Alright, that's enough yapping though, let's get on to the video. Preparing for Hunter and Varlamore sounds simple, or even like something you don't have to prepare for, and you're mostly right. But there's still a few things that you can do. Also, I'm going to assume you guys know what all the upcoming Hunter content is being added because you watched my other video, right? The first thing you can do is level up your Hunter. Now, I know, I'm posting this only a few days before Varlamore is being released, so telling you guys to grind a lot of Hunter would be delusional and out of touch. I mean, most of us are grown adults with jobs and families, so I'll quickly review the 4 tiers of Hunter rumors to give you an idea of what levels to aim for. The first tier of rumors is the same level required to access a Hunter's Guild. Level 46 Hunter, which is followed by 57 Hunter for Tier 2, 72 Hunter for Tier 3, and 91 Hunter for Tier 4. Honorable mentions go to level 75 Hunter, which gives you access to Moonlight Moths. Moonlight Moths are essentially an AoE prayer potion, and this could prove useful for low-level Ironmen that don't have access to many prayer potions. That said, you might want to consider stocking up on butterfly jars so you can have a nice little stack of these budget prayer pots. The next thing you could do is gather the furs to create the new fur pouches as it's made from already existing furs. In total, you only need 4 Larupia furs, 3 Grosh furs, and 3 Kayat furs, alongside a needle and thread. I'm not sure if I pronounced any of those right. It's not clear how useful furs will be for Ironmen, but it wouldn't hurt to have something like this laying around either. And out of all the Hunter content, that's all you really should prepare for on an Ironman. Things like the Mountain Salamander, the Hunter Sunlight Crossbow, they're really cool and even somewhat powerful weapons, but maintaining weapons like that in an Ironman, it's just way too much maintenance for the reward, when you can just use a magic shortbow or a ruined crossbow instead. Now, prepping for this is more so for hardcore Ironmen and ultimate Ironmen because it's a prayer method that can conditionally exceed the XP rates of the Gilded Altar. So, why would these accounts want to use this prayer training method? Well, neither of these accounts have feasible access to the Chaos Altar in the wilderness, so they would normally use a Gilded Altar in their house. But training construction is expensive and the Gilded Altar is also very expensive, so this is an alternative that can allow them to temporarily avoid that cost or even avoid buying a Gilded Altar altogether. The only thing you have to do to prep here is arm yourself with this knowledge and start saving your bones and not buying a Gilded Altar if you can avoid it. The new Thieving method being introduced in Varlamore is called pickpocketing, breaking, and entering. The concept is very simple. Steal a key from a very rich person by pickpocketing them, then break it into their home and steal their valuables. Since this is sort of a 2-part activity, I assume that breaking and entering gives a lot more experience than the initial pickpocketing. So getting a rogue's outfit is a priority, as the faster you accumulate keys, the more experience and GP you will get. Simply put, the best thing the majority of Ironmen can do is wait for the Normies to complete all the content that consumes a large number of supplies. Within the first couple of days, they'll figure out the best methods of completing the content, leaving you breadcrumb trails to follow. This is especially important for hardcore Ironmen, as you do not want to lose your status. If anything, go on your main for a few days, try out the content yourself, then come back ready to grind in your Ironman. With that being said, if you're impatient and don't want to wait for more answers, the next sections will give you some tips. Perilous Moons is a PvM minigame that has a highlighted emphasis on defensive gear rather than offensive gear. It was noted that Barrel's gear is going to significantly reduce the amount of damage you'll take, as you can see from the table on the screen. So it might be ideal for you to ground out some barrels. If you already have your barrels gear unlocked, you might want to consider getting your fishing, herblore, hunting, and cooking levels up, as Perilous Moons is similar to Chambers of Xeric. You have the option to create your own consumables within the dungeon. It's actually encouraged, as it's significantly faster than banking and getting more supplies. I'm also assuming that there will be tiers of supplies within the cave requiring varying levels, just like Hawks. There is so little known about the Colosseum that properly preparing for it is basically impossible. But there are some generic things that we could do to prepare that'll be useful no matter what. For instance, stocking up on brews, restores, and divine super combat potions. These are all very useful for bosses in general, but in wave-based gameplay that has no banking methods and only progressively gets harder, all of these are a must to stay in the game. I mean, imagine doing the Inferno with no brews or restores. It also can't hurt to stock up on other generic supplies such as ammunition, anglerfish to pre-pot your HP before each run, runes, etc. Other than that, trying to get any sort of gear upgrade would be ideal. It was noted during the Winter Summit that the Colosseum is intended to be one of the ultimate endgame PvM tests that require best in slot gear to complete, but people have also completed the fight caves at level 3, so we'll see. And that's about it, lads. Sorry if you were expecting more, but Jagex has rightfully kept a lot of the juicy PvM details under wraps. But honestly, sometimes we neglect the simplest of necessities, and if I had to be your mother and nag you about them, then that's what I'll do.
Go farm your toadflax and make some brews, honey. Oh, and subscribe to Rap for no reason while you're at it.
Fuck, that made me cringe. But in all seriousness, thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video and want to support me, drop a sub. I'm still on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and your support would appreciate the world to me. If you disliked the video, drop a comment and let me know why. I'm not so open-minded that I won't listen to your criticism. I actually actively look for it so I can grow. With all that being said, I am out. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.